Do.
I'm not doing that.
Come on, baby.
Nope.
How's that song go?
Nope.
This is the Dee and Johnny Show, and it's the greatest show you know. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the Dee and Johnny Show. Yeah!
Yay!
Woo! You finally got it right. Once in a lifetime. We are back together again. Oh, it's been so long. Well, really, it's only been 2 weeks, but in case you don't know, I'm Johnny. This is Dee. I'm the diesel punk prophet of pop culture, John Pica. Some of you know me as Big Daddy Cool Johnny Della Rocca. And of course, we've got the original geek girl, Dee Barty, photographer extraordinaire, actress, model, and all of that fun stuff.
Anything, everything.
Yeah.
No, not everything.
You know what?
Not everything.
I don't know. We were talking about spicing it up before we were on the air. Who knows what that's going to mean? We're going to have a little production meeting after the
It's
show.
going to be you. You're going to
show
off your magic man.
Magic man. Try to understand. He's a magic man. All right. I love Heart.
Yeah.
Were you into Heart?
No.
Ooh, Barracuda. Yeah.
That's before my time.
What do you mean before your time?
Before my time.
No, there's no such thing as before or after my time with good music. Good music is good music all the time. A good song is always a good song.
I agree.
Heart. They're awesome.
You want to make it a heart? Yeah.
So 2 weeks ago, I was at the Murfreesboro Anime Comic-Con. You weren't able to make it. Last minute conflicts.
Sorry.
No, it was good though. We had a lot of fun. I hosted the the costume contest, both the adult on Saturday night and the kids on Sunday afternoon. Mm-hmm. Had a lot of fun. I did a workshop, character acting for fun and profit, and I moderated a panel on steampunk, what it is, why it is, and why you should care. It was fun. We had a great time and met a lot of new fans and made a lot of new fans, and it was great. It was awesome. And then last week was the snowpocalypse of 2016. And, you know, I almost thought about driving out here to the Nashville West campus because the roads were kind of clear on the main roads.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to bet that this hill out here was probably
I mean, it was fun. It was fine during the day, but once nighttime hit,
when we're doing the show, it's refreezing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then this weekend it's like 70 degrees, and I've got big poofy hair because I was riding around in the convertible today. So
I know. I went bike riding yesterday. Rode my bike with my daughter and her bike, and we went down to the comic book shop and over to Hobby Lobby, and rode about 4 miles around Rivergate, and it was a ton of fun. But yeah, last week it was the Arctic, frozen sub-zero temperatures, and then this week it's summer.
Yep.
Welcome to Tennessee. And anyway, so we tried something new. We tried to do a Skype remote with you. I was in the studio in North Nashville. You were here. But for whatever reason, we were never able to connect.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. Oh, it was so funny because I'm like watching you and I'm watching the show and you're like, Dee, if you're out there, call me. You're like, no, wait, you can't call me. I'm using my phone. And then you're like, send me a Facebook message. And so I'm like, sending you a Facebook message. And you're like, oh, I don't have Facebook on my tablet or whatever.
Yeah.
So then I'm like tweeting you. I'm like,
I don't have Twitter on the tablet
John,
either.
I'm watching. And then I'm like, would you check your damn Twitter page? I'm here. And like, I got so mad.
I was calling you, you were calling me, and they never connect. I can't figure out why. I log onto my laptop later on, and all of these missed calls pop up, and all of these messages. It was crazy. I don't know what was going on.
Finally, you get me
technology.
going, where are you? Fine.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we're here now. We're together. And So, yeah, what do we have to talk about? A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff. Did you finally see Star Wars Force Awakens?
No.
Did you hear that by the end of the week it will hit $2 billion?
I did not hear that.
Yeah, it will have $2 billion in ticket revenue.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Well, it was the first movie to, not the first movie, but it hit $1 billion in record time. It was the first movie to do $1 billion within 14 days.
Well, they knew going into it. They actually said that they were anticipating it breaking new records.
Yeah, it broke every record there. It bumped Avatar off the highest grossing films of all time. But by the end of this week, it will hit $2 billion, which is exactly half of what Disney paid for Lucasfilms. They only paid $4 billion for all of Lucasfilms. That's Lucasfilms, THX, Skywalker Sound, ILM, their share of Pixar and Jim Henson Studios. Only $4 billion.
Only for pocket change.
And I said at the time, you may remember this because we were doing Tales from the Geek at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I think that is way undervalued. Mm-hmm. I said, I think that dollar amount is really, really low. And turns out I was right because first,
Ding, 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 ding.
that's why they call me the prophet of pop culture. I'm always right. So, well, because because they made back the entire $4 billion on the first day of merchandise sales. They called it Star Wars Day in the stores back in, I guess it was
It was a few years
July.
ago.
No, it was last summer, July, maybe August, September.
I thought you were talking about when you predicted it.
Oh no, yeah, I predicted it 2 years ago. You're right.
That's more than 2 years. Yeah,
maybe it's been a while.
It's been a
Anyway,
long time.
Time flies.
I've known you for like 3 or 4 years.
4. We're going on 4. Yeah, is that crazy? We need to
do something awesome for our anniversary.
Yes, we do. You know what? We've been doing this longer than some people are married. But anyway,
because you're my TV husband.
No, I know I love you so much. So the first day of merchandise sales, they did $5.2 billion just in merchandise sales, made back every penny they spent for Lucasfilm, and then now the new movie, $2 billion this week. I don't know what they've done in merchandise sales since. That was just the first day. $5.2 billion first day.
You talk about things like that, and like my acting bug goes off, and I'm like, I want to be in a movie. I want to be in a movie.
Have you ever done a movie?
Oh yeah, I've done several. 4, 5.
Yeah, I've been to 4. Is that a tweet?
I don't know. It might just be email. Hold on.
If you're watching us live on graphicpolicy.com, you can tweet us.
No, email.
At Live Comics, COMIX, or at
Dee Barty.
Dee Barty. She'll check her tweets if you tweet us.
Tweet.
Do you ever tweet yourself? Don't answer that.
No.
I've got plenty of people to tweet me.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh, anyway, so but you still haven't seen Force Awakens.
No.
You need to go see it.
I know. Need to find time to do that.
What are you doing next weekend?
You should come babysit my baby so I can go see the movie. She's 1 now. So
Yeah, I know.
So taking her into the movie theater is like a no-no now. She can't do it anymore.
Yeah, my son is 15. He's about to be 16. He's my movie buddy. We've been going to the movies together since he was 3 years old.
Oh,
Isn't that wild?
that's awesome.
That's wild. That's crazy.
That's
Tom.
sweet.
Yeah, he wasn't so sweet today. Anyway,
Nicholas, I'm gonna get you.
some big movies are coming up though. Big releases are coming up. Suicide Squad, which I wasn't excited about at all until this last trailer. And I'm like, they've got my attention. Batman vs. Superman. That's gonna tank.
You know,
Hard.
Gosh, I hate to say it because I'm a huge Superman fan, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like the trailer, like I'm like, woo, but then I'm like, okay.
There's a lot in that trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a 4-hour-long movie.
Yeah, I mean, Ben Affleck,
Yeah.
not my favorite.
And apparently they're releasing more footage this week that shows Darkseid and Doomsday, and just it's.
So
I think it's a cluster.
yeah, and I mean, like the way that they portray Batman, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I'm not a Batman fan. I don't like Batman. Yes,
Well, I
don't care. I don't like Batman, but I really don't like the way that they portrayed him in this movie. Like, he's almost evil.
Well,
from the trailers I've seen, anyway.
Well, Batman's always been psychotic.
Yeah, but
and you know, that's kind of his sociopathic, maybe.
But I mean, let's get real here, people. I mean, let's break it down for you.
Break it down.
Batman versus Superman. Batman is a human.
Right.
The only way...
Who has kryptonite.
That's what I was about to say. The only way he could take down Superman would be with kryptonite. And the reason why I don't like Batman is because he does things out of vengeance. Superman is pure.
But not in these movies. This Superman... I'm waiting for Superman to show up in these movies. Man of Steel, I never saw Superman in that movie. I saw a guy with a red S on his chest. That was about it. That wasn't Superman.
What?
He didn't act like Superman at all.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It was totally the story. I love that movie. That is my favorite one so far.
Do you really think... And luckily, what they did in Man of Steel set up the premise for this movie, because the same thing that fans like me have been saying about the Man of Steel movie, that Superman, Kal-El, Clark Kent, the son of Jonathan and Martha Kent, allowed Zod to have that battle in Metropolis. Millions of dollars in damage, millions of people lost their lives. Mm-hmm. And now this movie picks up on that premise that this guy's a threat and he needs to be eliminated. And that's what Batman is going to do. He's going to eliminate the threat
of course,
of Superman.
Because, I mean, people are stupid and people are like, oh, he's an alien and we need to get rid of him.
But he didn't act like the altruistic guy that he is.
No, he did.
The real Superman would have taken that battle outside of Metropolis. He would have made Zod go out in the middle of the desert somewhere to have that battle.
Well, do you not remember that's where they met the first time, was in the desert, and then Zod was like, oh, well, I'm going to kill everybody that's important to you. We could go on for this forever, so don't get me started.
So anyway, Batman versus Superman, I think it's going to be a
You know what I did see, though?
What?
The new Fantastic Four. It's not new, it's out in Redbox.
Yeah.
It's like the...
What did you think?
Well, it's like the prequel. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
I hated it. It was awful.
Why? Why did you hate it?
Well, I thought, first off, it was poorly done. It was very hard to keep my attention. And
it was a slow movie. It was
slow.
very...
And I'm sitting there going, okay, did we read the right movie? Like, what's going on? And, like, all it said was Fantastic Four. Like, I didn't realize it was, like, the prequel, so...
Well, it's not a prequel. It's a reboot. There's a big difference. They're starting at the beginning again. If you didn't see the other two movies, this is completely different.
I hate that. I hate it when they do that, because it was just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I do too.
They did the same thing with Spider-Man. I'm like, what? You guys have got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's Fox that does it.
Stop!
Fox and Sony. They're
just
the ones...
pick it up. I mean, the first two movies did great. Why not do a third? I mean, why start over? Because you know what? You screwed up and it sucks. Just say it. That's my opinion.
I actually thought it was a good movie, just not a good Fantastic Four movie. It should have been called Challengers of the Unknown. If it had been a Challengers of the Unknown movie, it would have been aces. So anyway, we got Suicide Squad, Batman vs. Superman, followed by...
Deadpool!
Oh yeah, Deadpool.
You forgot about Deadpool.
Forgot about Deadpool.
That actually looks pretty awesome.
I think that's a major mistake too. That's coming out in just a few weeks. Mm-hmm. Deadpool's coming out first. It's rated R.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like my 12-year-old wants to see it, and she's like,
Yeah.
"I want to see it,
Yeah.
but it's rated R."
Yeah, my 15-year-old wants to go see it.
You know, they've got a petition out now to make it.
Yeah, you can't. No, that's not going to do anything. They're not going to listen to any change.org petition.
Well, I mean, if you think of Deadpool, though, I mean, can you really do a PG-13 movie?
Yeah, you can, because comic books are PG and PG-13.
Well, can you make it good?
Sure. There's no reason for it to be rated R, and you're alienating or you're eliminating almost half of your potential audience.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a huge mistake. That's just me. But then we got Captain America Civil War coming up in May, followed by X-Men Apocalypse, I think in July.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
Ooh,
a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff coming. And then, yeah, so that'll be good. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Last week...
No breaks, Judd. No breaks.
Yeah, I know. Last week I started something new on the show and got a huge response.
Okay.
And so we're going to continue this. You know, in geekdom, in geek culture, there are a lot of people who are into board games and gaming. And I've always wanted to be one of those people because I love board games. I love Monopoly. Is like my all-time favorite. You don't like Monopoly? I love Monopoly. We're going to talk about Monopoly in a couple of weeks. Monopoly. But
that right there is called the divorce game.
I've lost many friendships over Monopoly. I once played a game of Monopoly for 48 hours straight with my buddy Jason Swank of Rebel Force Radio. And yeah, he would not give up. He was doomed to fail. But he was like, no, I'm not quitting. I'm like, dude, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. And so we kept doing this kind of, you know, round robin thing until finally he lost everything and flipped the board up and walked out in a huff. And I'm like, I begged you 24 hours ago to quit. But oh well.
Don't blame Monopoly. Anyway, what you got?
All right. So anyway, you know, I mentioned then that I'm kind of a roll and go game kind of guy. You know, I'm getting some games to review, and they've got like these 13, 14. One game had a 18-page instruction book.
Dang.
I'm like, what? No.
Yeah, that's too much for me.
So last week I previewed All Queen's Chess, which takes literally like 30 seconds to learn.
Okay.
And each game is 2 to 5 minutes. So I've been on the lookout for these kind of games, and I got one last week called Stack Attack. Hold out your hand like this. So here's what the deal is. There's this little disc that goes on the table, and then there are these 4 cups: orange, red, blue, and green. You pick your favorite color. It's a 4-player, 2, 3, or 4-player game. And in the cup are dice.
Do I not get a cup?
You can get a red cup.
Oh, I wanted the
So in the cup are dice.
Okay.
And so it's really simple. The game is really simple. There are 5 dice. You shake them up, roll the dice, and you're going to stack the dice on the disc, starting with a number 1. And so you stack it there. So go ahead and roll your dice. And do you have a number 2? If you have a 2, we'll pretend that's a 2. You stack it on top of the 1.
Okay, we'll make that.
Yep. We don't have a table, so we're making do.
Does it matter how I stack it?
No. So you're going to stack it. And then I go again. And every one that you put on the disc, you get a point. So I would be looking for a 3. I don't have a 3, but we're going to pretend I have a 3. And I stack another 3 or another die. And so you keep stacking until they topple.
Okay.
And whoever makes it topple loses all their points, but everybody else gets 1 point for every die that they stack. And you stack them in order up to 6. But here's the cool thing. If I have a 3 on top and you roll, but you don't have a 4, you have a 2, you can go back down 1. So you can go from 3 to 2, 2 to 1.
So the next person would have to do a 1.
Or a 3. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's super easy to play. Anyone of any age range can play this. And we played it last week when we were snowed in, just over and over and over again. Had a ball doing it. The only downside to this game is it comes in this vacuum sealed plastic, bubble pack. It doesn't have a box. So transporting it.
You could just get one of those like gallon Ziploc bags.
Yeah, you can put it in Ziploc bags. But I like boxes. I like my games to be in a box. So that's the only downside, is that it is loose. But Stack Attack, it was $10 at Barnes & Noble.
Okay.
And you see how easy it is.
Yeah,
It's super simple and great family game. So, or if you're like me, you want to roll and go.
In and out.
Yeah, like a duck in mating season. All right. Hey, let's talk
New comics.
new comics this week.
Who's got them?
You've got them. They're over
They're
there.
over there.
On top of your phone. So, we don't know what happened with the printer here, but you can hold them up to the camera closer. So,
I'm like, which way does it go?
yeah, that way. So,
Yeah, let me check.
you check. Can you see that? Oh!
Okay.
That's Anakin and Obi-Wan issue number 2. So, brand new Star Wars series from Marvel in canon, which is awesome. And issue
What does that mean?
It means the official story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is actually what happened between movies. And this one is taking place before, I believe, episode 2. Yes, it is before episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
And it's been really good. You saw from the cover, you've got some airships that look very steampunkish. So you steampunk fans are going to dig Anakin and Obi-Wan number 2. All right, this is the cover for Justice League Gods and Monsters, the hardcover collection. So this was an awesome series, Dee, because it recast and reimagined the three big characters of the Justice League, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. But Wonder Woman wasn't an Amazon. She was a daughter of, I believe his name is Mentor, the one of the new gods of, well, you uber geeks know who I'm talking about. She was proposed to be married to Orion, the son of Darkseid, but anyway. And Batman is an actual vampire.
Ooh.
And Superman is not the son of Jor-El, but the son of General Zod. And he wasn't raised by Ma and Pa Kent. He was found and raised by Hispanic
Corporation?
No. Mexican field workers. Migrant workers. And so completely different spin. The movie Gods and Monsters, the animated movie, was really great. And it's an example of where DC does something really, really good and really right. So I recommend it. Gods and Monsters. It's a fun series. All right.
It's like the evil Spider-Man or something?
No, this is my hot pick of the week. This is Spider-Man #1, featuring the Miles Morales Spider-Man from the Ultimate Universe. He is now part of the mainstream Marvel Universe post-Secret Wars. We know that all of the alternate realities got destroyed and merged, and now they're one. And so Miles Morales is now part of the mainstream Marvel Universe, and this is the debut issue of his new series.
It's so cute.
It is cute. I don't think this story is going to end up cute, though. This is the cover
I knew you were going to say that.
for Uncanny Avengers #5. And Uncanny Avengers has been a series that I've had a love-hate relationship with. Because I loved it when Rick Remender was writing it. I'm not so much a big fan of it right now. I'm still reading it. It's okay. But it's not really the same series. But in issue number 5, Gambit and Rogue have a reunion. They are reunited and it feels so good. We think. I have a feeling he's not going to be such a nice guy in this. I just have a feeling. It ain't going to go so good for Rogue.
We like nice guys.
Yeah, nice guys finish last.
No, not with me. I like nice guys.
All right, we have one last one here. This is from IDW. Winona Earp, the great granddaughter of Wyatt Earp, and she is a U.S. Marshal, zombie killer. Present day, an Earp killing zombies. I'm not a big fan of zombies, but I am a big fan of the Earp legend. And
I think that's it.
yeah, that is it. That is it. Those are my picks for this week. What's out on shelves at comic stores this week, this Wednesday, February the 3rd.
Wow.
Can you believe?
Where did January go?
I know.
I'm like, for whatever reason, January and February always fly by.
Well, 2015
Which I told you that like 4 times.
went by in a heartbeat. Where did 2015 go? I mean, it was...
I had a baby. When I have a baby, I lose all track of time.
Well, wait a minute. But you had a baby in 2014.
Yeah. But it was like it was in August.
It was...
It was at the end of August, so... And it took me... Like, I had a cesarean, so, it takes like 3 months, 4 months to heal from that. So...
Does it really?
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea.
Well, especially since it's my 4th one. Or 3rd cesarean. Yeah.
Figured they just put some Velcro down there.
A zipper. I need a zipper. Just unzip it and...
Wow.
Hey, you didn't mention our wall. What we got going on?
I know you had this great idea, and this was brilliant. She's been saving all these printouts of the cover images for the last couple of months, and she thought, well, someday we can put them up as a background, and today is the day. We got a bunch more. We can fill this whole thing. But yeah, this is awesome. Great idea, Dee.
Yeah.
High five for you.
I thought I was going to have to do the show with you.
Yeah, this is my favorite one, actually. Because that's my book. I wrote that. It's available on store shelves today.
Somebody draw me as a comic, and I'll print it out and put it up here.
There is one of you.
Not just me.
Oh. Hey, Eli Cash.
Yeah, you can do it.
Or Tristan Witt watching the show tonight. One of you guys do a Dee Barty comic cover.
Like, please finish that sentence.
I said a Dee Barty, not do Dee Barty. Completely different. You see that conjunction makes a difference. Or that modifier, I guess. That's not a conjunction. That's a modifier. Anyway, please do a Dee Barty comic book cover.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Please. We'll put it on our wall.
Yeah,
so everybody can see it every week.
Yeah, it would be great. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's great. All right, what else? What else you got?
I have nothing.
Any other news?
No.
Reviews? You didn't like Fantastic Four? I watched Snowpiercer last night. Have you seen this movie?
No.
Wow! What an intense movie. Post-apocalyptic. The world has been frozen. All of humanity, everyone that's left, is on a train that makes a continual loop around the globe. A non-stop loop. And the rich and high and mighty, the powerful, live in the front end of the train, and the poorest of the poor live in the back. And it's all about a revolt of the poor to take control. And wow, it's good. It's good. It's pretty intense. There's some blood.
Why would
And
everybody
language.
be on a train?
Well, because the guy who built the train foresaw, and they kind of intimate that he created the disaster. But they say he foresaw the disaster, And so he created an ark to save humanity and the animals and sea life and all of that. So, yeah, it's an interesting look at social structures, and it's got Chris Evans, Captain America, as the lead. Curtis, he's pretty good. Yeah, you gotta see it. Don't watch it with the kids though. Not a kids movie, but it's a good movie.
All right.
All right, hey, you want to mention your T-shirt?
Oh,
Before we go?
yeah. I got it in the mail the other day. It's from my friend. He had cancer.
Yeah.
But he's doing good now. So I won't mention his name because I'm not sure if he'd want to say
But it was
there.
part of a GoFundMe or
Yeah.
a Kickstarter? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a GoFundMe page. So we're just doing some support. Read the back. Read the back.
It says, Fate whispers to the warrior, you cannot withstand the storm, and the warrior whispers back, I am the storm.
That's right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love that. Love that. I am the storm. Yeah, baby. All right. Well, hey, and until the next time, if you like the show, tell 200-300 of your closest friends and family. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. Facebook is Comixstravaganza Live. Twitter is Live Comics, Comix. You can also send us an email, comixstravaganza@gmail.com. And make sure you subscribe at graphicpolicy.com. They got the newest, freshest, coolest news on the net if you're into geeky stuff and even politics. They mix comics and politics. You know, tomorrow night is the Iowa State Caucus.
Is it?
Yeah, who do you think's going to win Iowa? We don't do politics.
I
on the
don't
show,
know.
but I think it's going to be Trump and Bernie Sanders.
I don't know. Cruz he's not doing too well, is he? Is he?
No,
even
he's
going?
doing great.
Is
He's-
he?
Yeah, he's
now?
doing- Oh.
Last I heard, he wasn't doing too well.
No, he's in second place. He's doing pretty good.
See?
It's Hillary that's not doing good at all. She's
That
the
was
one who's
different
going,
from last
and she's facing maybe going to prison. It's not good for Hillary. That's why Bernie Sanders is up in the polls. I think it's going to be Bernie versus Trump.
When do you vote? I know it's a while from now. I know
The primaries or the actual national election?
the actual election.
It's the second Tuesday of November.
Okay.
Always the second Tuesday of November.
Well,
Unless you're voting.
No, the
in-
last time I voted, I was like 18.
Well,
I don't know.
what? Well, unless you're voting for Bernie Sanders, then you get to vote on the first Tuesday of November. Everybody else votes the second Tuesday of November.
What am I missing?
Anyway, sign up for
don't
the
know what I'm missing.
graphicpolicy.com newsletter, and that'll be great. Go show some love to our sponsor, Comic Bento. I was hoping to have the bento box this month for tonight. It's coming tomorrow, though.
We'll save it. We'll open it
We'll
next
do
week.
it next week. But mycomicbento.com, you can get a mystery box of comics in your mailbox every month for less than $20. And you get at least $50 worth of graphic novels. The last box I got, $125 worth of graphic novels for $20. It's amazing. mycomicbento.com. And I think that's it. We mentioned Comic Bento, mentioned Graphic Policy. Those are our sponsors right now. We'd like more sponsors.
Yeah, you want to sponsor
You
it?
want to be a sponsor?
Let's
You can be a
sponsor us.
sponsor. We got a lot of viewers. We got a lot of listeners. Speaking of listeners, this week we launched the brand new Comixstravaganza audio program on iTunes. Basically, Tim Randalls, who was doing My Two Cents, brought Daniel and Leanna and Amy Sulam together on an audio podcast on iTunes. So Comixstravaganza on iTunes with that whole crew. You and I are still doing the video on Sunday nights, and we're looking for more people to do some video series. Dee and Nancy are going to do a cosplay series. But if you're out there and you'd like to do your own video series on the Comixstravaganza Network, we'd love to talk to you. If you'd like to do an audio podcast on the Comixstravaganza Network, we'd love to talk to you about that too. Send us an email, comixstravaganza@gmail.com. and that'll do the trick. Well, that's it, baby.
That's it.
That's all we got.
All done.
Here, give me a kiss. It's good for you.
Stop it. Bye.